Well, welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Automotive Drama. Today I got a nice one. I got a 19 Dodge Charger. It's a 392 in it. This is actually a SRT Scat Pack. This guy's got a lot of work in this car. I've had a couple of videos on this thing. Well, here's how to replace the rear axle. The manual is absolutely ridiculous. They want you to drop the exhaust, drop the differential, take the drive shaft out, blah, 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 blah. Easiest way to do it is remove the spindle. It's pretty much the easiest way to do it. And you got the lower control arm bolt here, which goes through here. You got to remove the ABS sensor, which is hanging over there. You got to remove the parking brake cable, and it's actually kind of easy to remove. You just simply get this thing flipped over. Just take the spring off, which is right here, and this lever, just hooks right on there, just like that. And that holds the part. That's what actuates the parking brakes. Make sure you get that in there right, or the parking brake will not work, or that thing will come loose and it'll make a bunch of noise. It's really just a bunch of 18s. This bolt is a 21 and a 10 Allen, and that's for the lower control. Now he's got a bunch of parts for this, but we're still missing a bunch more parts. This baby's a little loose. I know it's supposed to be a little loose. It ain't tore, but it's just a little loose. He's got a bunch of parts, like I said. Of course, that wishbone, the top two. Now, you're going to have to take the brake caliper off. The bottom bolt on the brake caliper, you're going to have to get with a wrench. It's a real pain in the ass. And then when you get the brake caliper off, then you can get this bolt out. You have to take after you take the rotor off, because this is all behind the backing plate, and it comes out this way. You know, the nuts on this side, the bolt goes this way. All of them, like that one inside there, you got to lower the entire subframe down to get that one out. That one too, you got to lower the subframe down to get that one out. Beautiful design. Chrysler actually just put the drivetrain together, and then they set the body on top of it, and they didn't really care about, having to actually, you see how tight that is? You have to lower the subframe down, because otherwise it runs into the body. Now on the V6s, I've gotten away with it. I cut it out with a torch, and I could put the bolt the other way, but that one just absolutely doesn't have enough room. I think the subframe's a little bit different on this than it is with the V6. Anyways, that's the simplest way to do it that I could see. Like I said, the manual wants you to, 8 hours worth of work, and the axle only pays 2 hours. Now be careful of this ring. Do not hit this ring with a magnet, whatever you do. Do not put this on your magnetic tray, because this is for the ABS sensor. That's how it reads. This is magnetically coated. And there's if you can, I don't know if you could see, but there's little tiny lines in there. That's how, it's like a bunch of little magnets. Can you see that? That is how the ABS sensor reads. So be very careful with that. Don't damage that. It came a little nip right here in the package, but I think it'll be alright with that. Now the axle, it just literally pops out with a pry bar, and it just pops in like every other axle, just like it was a transmission, except it's a differential. Make sure you get it in all the way. I did have a drain pan underneath there, but I have the car jacked up so much one way, all the fluid went to the other side of the differential, so I didn't lose a drop. Thank God, because otherwise it's a real pain in the ass to put differential fluid in this thing. But anyways, just a little tip on how to do this. Now I got to put it back together. But thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Automotive Drama. Like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better. Questions, comments, feel free, and ring the bell if you want to watch more. Thanks again, my friends, and have a good night.